Welcome back, my lollipops in the sewer. It's SJB here, and today we're playing Chickens Have Infested My Pants Syndrome. And in this mode, what we have to do is we have to try to beat all the rounds. 94 rounds here, 95 rounds, with only one tower type. One tower type. That type is going to be Desperado. Now, I've done this challenge quite a few times already. I've done it with every monkey in the game on both a beginner map, an intermediate map, and an advanced map, and I have not even attempted an expert map for like 90% of them because it's just freaking ridiculous. But I've done it a lot, and it's been a really, really, really fun challenge for me. I enjoy it a lot. What we can do is we can discuss the tower while we try out this challenge and talk about some of the limitations, basically. What I'm going to do is I'm just doing a little bit goofy here. I'm going to put one Desperado kind of off in the wilderness here almost. And I want to get him up to a Wanderer. Alright, I don't want to put anything in his range. I want him to be a Wanderer. And what this means is that he shoots faster if there's nobody around him. Okay? And so you don't want to put any other towers near him or in his range at all. So you have to be kind of careful. You have to like put them in a spot that makes sense where you're not needing to put a lot of towers in this range. While making sure you have them in a spot that's good enough where you can still hit the Bloons sort of effectively. You know, it's a difficult thing to do. Any which way, what I'm going to do is I want to make sure that I have every type of Bloon popping power. That's one of the main limitations in Chimps mode. In particular, you've got to pop Camo Bloons fairly early on, around 24 for Camo Bloons, which can be a limitation for a lot of the towers in the game. You've got to pop Lead Bloons by around 28, which is, believe it or not, fairly soon on in the game, and it does kill a lot of towers off on the Chimps challenge. And then you've got to make sure that you have the ability to pop something like Camo Leads eventually, and still be able to pop MOABs, BFBs, oh my god, DDTs, and eventually the bad balloons. So you do have to have every type of possible popping power in the game, and so far I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think we do. Okay, and the main way we have to do this is we have to do it with a Deadeye middle path Desperado. What he allows us to do is he allows us to pop the leads and the ceramics, and still have like really long range here, and he's good against fortified and lead balloons. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa! I mean, that's just freaking amazing. So realistically, out of all the towers that I could build, he feels like the best overall. But that is the only lead popping power that we get in the early game. So none of these could pop leads, except for this guy. So we need a whopping $3,240 to make that happen here, and I don't know if it's going to be possible. It's not just about getting that money. It's about getting the previous upgrades before it. So I guess we're buying this, too. The further the balloon is away. Okay. Oh, boy. There it is. Oh my gosh. All right. Round 16 already. Okay. That doesn't make me feel too terrible, but definitely doesn't make me feel excited. We have to build a 4th Desperado already. I do wonder if... See, this doesn't really make sense. Nomad attacks faster than balloons. More balloons are in range. That could be good. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna just see. It's just some of these combos just don't really work well with each other. You know, like the top path and the bottom path are almost opposites of each other, right? So as far as pop count goes, he's not as fantastic as I would have thought, to be honest. I mean, this guy's been around for a little longer, but pop count's pretty similar right now. Okay, good to know. Any which way, my goal is obviously I need to go for the middle path as fast as possible. I don't think it's going to happen, man. I think we got to build another Desperado or something weird here. Can we do something goofy? I don't like this, but I'm going to go for the quick draw. And I'm going to go for the standoff. And I'm going to go for the big iron. All right, we're going to go for a big iron nomad here. I'm just going to hope that this guy can randomly dominate for a while. We're going to hope that in the next 6 rounds, we're going to save up another $2,000 or so. That's all I need to do, and if we can make that happen, we're golden. But if I can't, then I'm really screwed, probably. So we've got the cam protection for round 24, which is good. Oh, this is going to be really close. I think we're not going to get it. These are... 27's a good money round. 26 is shmeh. It's just shmeh. And, it's only like $700 here. I think we're donezoed. We can't afford both the big iron and the nomad at the very least, but I'm going to see how close we can get so I know what to prepare for. So popping power-wise, this doesn't even do it. Oh my god. Oh, yes it does. Okay, sweet. Alright, so that does do it. But, like, barely. And then we're still down, like, exactly $1,000. Okay. Okay. I have to somehow figure out how to do this with $1,000 more. Believe it or not, it's been pretty tricky, and I could not do it on Monkey Meadow, so I've decided to try the most casual of beginner maps to get started here, and we can do it! We can buy the Deadeye before round 28, but believe it or not, that's actually not a guarantee of a win, because this is a really, really tough thing here. I still think I think I'm actually going to boost this guy. He's got the faster shot, which is what I need right now. And now I can actually start spending money on things that I want, which I still don't even know what that is yet. I think a big iron's probably happening. All right, we got to have to chomp these things. Chomp. We got a good bundle there. Still some balloons trying to sneak through. I think that might be enough though, especially if they space themselves out pretty good. All right, speed them up. Speed them up. Get it going. Get it. Get it. Get it. Yes. Get it. Get it. Oh, I think we would not have done it if I didn't boost him. Any which way, we can pop the leads. Yes. By the way, you can not. I can't remember. I don't think you can pop around 28 with the chomper on its own. Nor can you pop around 30 on its own unless you're using Geraldo with his weird glue strategy. So it gets really, really crazy, really, really fast with this stuff. All right, anyway, Sniper is doing okay, but really not fantastic. I think the Big Iron's going to change the game for us a little bit here. It's a faster shooting, bigger takedowner right now, and I think that's going to keep us in the game for a while. Plus, oh crap, this is my only cam detection right now. I guess I got to go quick draw. The fewer balloons, I don't want that, though. Dang. It really does mess with me. I still don't know which upgrades to go for. I feel like they counter each other in a bad way. Though, Ninja Kiwi has confirmed that you will not lose any attack speed if this happens. For example, if there's a billion balloons in your range, you don't just, like, stop attacking. You know, you never, like, run out of attack speed. You just won't gain the extra attack speed from it. Okay. I think what we need to do is we need to go for a shotgun. So, even though the Wanderer... Ooh, should we, could we? Should we, though, could we? Alright, I don't love what's going on right now. Should we? Shotgun monkey right here. It seems a little goofy, but believe it or not, I think it's actually going to make sense. So, oh, I don't think this gives me range. 3 times, okay. Maybe I'm being a little too ridiculous with trying to get my 3 times guys over here. I'm not sure, but there it is. Enforcer is up. An Avenger costs $10,000, but if we can get this guy going, holy crap, is it going to be easy to take down MOABs and everything. I think right now we're going to be in a pretty solid space for a little while. But I think long term, we need to think about these things. We can't just go for top path random guys here. We need to go for the middle path to get that cam protection just for the DDTs for later on. So that is something to think about. Our first MOAB goes down easy. No problems there. Money should come in pretty quickly. I think we're going to go for the Avenger. And then, believe it or not, I think I'm actually going to either try to save up for the 5th tier or just start spamming Bounty Hunters. I really do honestly believe that they might be the answer to this this Chimps challenge here. Bounty Hunter spam. Not in its entirety, because money is actually kind of scarce here, but even getting like 5 of them might actually be enough for us to get through this game. All right, and Avenger is just about ready to go. All right, so that's an amazing MOAB popper, by the way. And look at the range. It's perfect. As the balloons come in, they're just going to get annihilated, and they get one more time around where we can wrap around and still kill him. It would have been nice to get him hit over here as well, but there's like boxes and stuff at the way. It just doesn't really work out. Twice is good enough, especially when it's almost perfectly spread out between right at the beginning and somewhere in the middle. Yeah. So for now, what I'm going to do is I think I'm best off going for a couple more Deadeyes just to make sure I can confirm lead and cam detection, and also having a pretty good amount of range here. Nothing wrong with that. As far as the combos go here, really don't know which is better. Probably top path, because Nomad does nothing, so kind of just gonna imagine it like that. Anyways, I feel pretty good for a while. It's now about saving up money. I think I got to start saving up money. I think I got to go big. Round 63 is going to be the next like big round where I'm like, oh crap, can we handle it? And I think the Avenger is probably pretty good. If I need to, maybe get one more of those guys. If not, Desert Phantom would be ideal to get right now. Okay, round 59 is coming up, which is obviously always scary. But believe it or not, we're doing really well. I have no issues. No issues with what we've been dealing with here. Camo leads, the snipers are just handling them very easily. That was unexpectedly amazing. BFP, check this out. Check out this MOAB popping power that this one shotgun monkey is doing. But when we get to the Bloons, he's still pretty good. Popping power-wise, I mean, look at this. 15, 16, 10. Okay, I mean, this guy's kind of crappy, but 3,000. But look at him! 44,000 pops! All right, we got a big chunk of regens here. And we're just going to miss. Just going to miss it here, aren't we? That is not good. Now, I can boost him up a little bit here. But actually, that's actually a bad thing, possibly. I get rid of one of those. I always forget about that. Dang. I ready to just miss it for 63, but I actually feel reasonably confident that we might be able to handle it, especially if we chomp properly. Hope for a good chomperoonie here. Actually, this is not going all that swell. Shotgun's still doing shotgunny things. I can't chomp the first rush. Oh, that's going to take us down. Oh, we were close, though, man. We were close. All right, interestingly enough, I'm gonna try. I don't even love this. I'm gonna try just the twin sixes, and I know I could afford a Blazing Sun, but that's not who I really want. All right, it's who I can. Oh, strong. Gotta hit the ceramics here. I suppose I'll boost him up as well. Yeah, we're killing all the pinks here really easily with the shotgun. Rainbows, not quite so easily. This was terrible. I don't even know what I did, but I did it terribly. I'm going to do something a little wonky. I'm going to go for a second shotgun. So he's got a smaller range here, but I'll still hit the Bloons okay. Plus he's uses the Wanderer. All right, let's do it. We're going to go for a second Avenger here. I'm also going to give him cam detection. I think that should be enough for us. Hopefully. Ideally. Though he might not be consistent enough. He is not super consistent. All right, we're really struggling with 63 right now. Do we just do it? Do we just do it? I don't really like him. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really think the Blazing Sun is the right answer here. I'm gonna buy the Nomad as well. I'm gonna put him on strong. He's obviously pretty decent right now. Not gonna lie. The strongest Bloons. Oh, but he can't pop leads. That's right. Okay, put him back to first. All right, we're having a lead problem right now. Holy crap, even that didn't win. All right, just going to leave him on first this time. That should change the game. We're going to leave everybody on first right now. Just go for it. Really, the lead balloons are kind of the biggest issue here, believe it or not. Blazing Sun, though, doing good-ish. Ate up all my money, though, which is kind of the unfortunate thing. But look at that. Ceramics actually go down very, very well. That was just kind of unfortunate, to be honest. Like, everybody does not work well on 63. They're not a good combo on 63. And my positioning is not working well. I would have loved to have this guy closer to the front to be more of like a MOAB popper, but he ends up being some sort of weird small balloon popper, which is not his design. Either way, we have to save up a big chunk of money here, because now we have to save up $20,000 for the Desert Phantom for probably 70-something here, 75 or 76, which is going to be the next big round that's going to definitely take us down. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I think this is a big problem. Big, juicy, fat problem here, and I don't think there's a way around it, maybe. Unless this is magic. Magically delicious. It's not over, but we just regen more Bloons. Goodness gracious, man. It was actually closer than I thought it was going to be. All right, you know what? Let's try something better. Let's just put them on strong. I'm going to upgrade them right from the get-go here. I'm hoping that we just delete all the ceramics really quickly. I'm making more freaking Bloons, man. Oh my god. Yeah, this is all I need. Just have them pop everything. Just delete them all. Or to chomp them again. I think this is actually going to work out. Yes? Yes! With the chompa! I got too excited about that. I'm sorry. I was not expecting 76 to go down. So when I saw it go down, I'm pretty pumped, man. I'm pretty pumped. All right, so far, I'll admit it. The chimps-only Desperado play has been pretty rough. This has not exactly been a perfect play. All right, back to first for you. But it's going to change. The Desert Phantom is one of the best towers in the game, if you ask me. Look at that! 78 just gets obliterated. And again, we weren't stupid. We went for the camo detection, so we don't have to worry about late-game DDTs actually causing mass chaos for us, except I don't remember if this guy can pop ledge or not. I think he can't, unless we do something like this. So I think that combo right there is going to be really important for surround 90. So let's not forget about that. Anyways, I believe that for the rest of the game, all I want to do is spam bounty hunters or try to get a golden justice. I mean, ideally, every single game, what I'd love to do is get a 5th tier trifecta. If you get the 5th tier trifecta going, life is good and it's fun. I mean, fun is always good too. So, Bounty Hunter is up. The way this guy works, by the way, if you have not been playing with Bounty Hunters, is that they're going to make extra cash, but we're on chimps mode. Okay, so that extra cash doesn't actually do anything for us. So instead, what we're doing is we're using this just for extra basic popping power. It doesn't do that much, but it does do something. All right. And then also we get a slightly, I think it's a slightly better version of this, but I actually don't know the details of it. I think it's just, because it is different, I'm assuming that it must be like slightly better, but does it really matter? Anyways, we got 2 bounty hunters here. We're in free play right now. You can tell the MOAB popping power here is absurd. Loving this guy right here. Even compared to the 4th tiers, like it's freaking nothing compared to this guy's power. But if I can, $45,000, it's not impossible to save up for. But we do have some DDTs coming up soon, and some pretty big Bloons coming up in here soon. This is actually working out quite well. I'm actually kind of surprised at the weird solution we've got going. He pops the MOABs. These guys start to pop some of the Bloons, and we'll finish off the MOABs because we have both those on strong. And then he cleans up all the Bloons. His ideal position here is actually late game, believe it or not. I'm kind of surprised, just because like you don't get more ceramics coming out once you get past round 80. They just get stronger. And if he can just snipe every single ceramic in 1 hit, or maybe even 2 hits, boom, boom, that's what you need him to do. So having all this range near the back here is actually literally perfect. But you can tell, it's still not an automatic hit. It's not an automatic kill. And I think he's going to wear himself out by the time we get to late game. Around 98 plus. I don't know if it's going to work out anymore. So, admittedly, a little bit afraid about that. All right, big Zoomer Girds here. One issue that I am running into is that this guy does actually pop the MOABs too good. And there's nothing I can really do about that. Normally what you want to do is you want to have the big Bloon stay on the screen for a long time, right? Because that allows you more time to pop everything slowly over time. But if this guy's just popping everything as soon as it comes out, we got to pop all the small Bloons really quickly as well. It is a bit of a dilemma. Not the end of the world, but a bit of a dilemma here. Especially because we still only have 20 grand to go to get the Golden Justice, which I'm not even sure I want to go for. I'm not 100% sure. Around 89 here, we're going to go for like this. We're going to go for a quick boost here at the beginning of round 90. Give him some cam protection. Let's see how this is going to go down. Admittedly, a smidge afraid. Smidge. All right, he does not pop the DDTs super well. Oh, yeah, because he doesn't have... But he does have lead popping power, though, I thought. Okay, I'm a little confused, actually. Not gonna lie. Don't know how round 93, 95 are gonna go down. This is quite scary. All right, let's boost some of these guys up really quickly. I got a lot of money. That's the main thing. We got money to play around with. But I don't have a lot of opportunities. I don't have a lot of options here. Kind of just stuck with what I have at this point. Okay. But let's wait. Let's wait until we lose. Then we always have the chance to kind of change our strategy around a little bit. Zermer Girds. Let's buff one of these guys real quick. We got some time left. I can use these abilities. They don't matter too much, but they can matter a little bit. Oh, look at all the X's we got going on. Holy crap. Nice. 93. So we're going to use that boost. I got him on first still. The DDTs are going to kind of like Go right over the BFBs. We're going to do 0 damage to those things. I don't really like that. We get cam protection here, but technically we can't hit the DDTs directly here. We can pop all the cable balloons. I don't even know how we popped them, but they died. That's good. Kind of. Oh, man. We're still 4,000 away from the Golden Justice. Still not entirely sure if that's the right option for me, though. All right, let's go for some abilities here. 1 and 2. Shotgun is shotgunning perfectly. Beautiful. We're out of range now, though. Oh, no, we're not. He can hit the BFBs from there. That's perfect. Beautiful. Oh, boy, though. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh. Okay, so we could afford the Golden Justice, but I actually don't know if that's the right option. I think we got to do it, though. I think we got to freaking do it, man. I just want to beat round 94 to see what 95 is going to be like. Because I think 95 is much more likely to kill us than the big beefy balloons, just overall. So we're going to go like this. We're going to go like this. We're going to double dose this up. Kill all these little X balloons real quickly. I'll boost him up real quick as well. I'll boost him up as well. I got the money for that Golden Justice, but we're going to try to hold off on it. I couldn't chomp here, but I'm hoping that we don't need to. Again, like to save it if possible. I'll power him up again. Yes. Yes. Looking good. Round 94 does go down. Now, here's the question. Can we even get remotely close to taking down round 95? And who is doing the damage? Okay, so clearly we have a camo issue overall. Yes, we do. We got a big camo issue. Why doesn't he pop camo purples? Is it because the LEDs are in the way? He should be able to pop... Does he have a purple weakness that I didn't know about? No, it looks like he's attacking them, just not super well. I don't get it. All right, we're just going to try. Let's just try Golden Justice and see what happens. Is this going to magically be enough here? It's not really, actually. This is kind of awful. All right, so my original plan. This is my original plan. I think I got to try to stick with it if possible. We're going to go for a double dose of Bounty Hunters here. And I can go for quick draws here. And I'll go for the Wanderer Nomad combo over here. I'm going to get another one randomly in the corner over here. We're going to go for another Nomad Wanderer. And I feel like that'll be a lot more effective against the camo balloons in particular. DDT should go down a lot easier. We do have the ability to use more abilities, though. Still, camo purples, dude, are freaking terrible. He's pretty good against camo purples, luckily, but he's terrible against camo LEDs. DDTs are overwhelming like crazy right now. I don't know what's going on, but I can be honest with you and tell you that I don't really like it. All of my abilities are currently gone. And we get annihilated. Straight annihilated here. I went Golden Justice again just to kind of see what's going to happen. I've been giving this guy cam detection, which is probably the mistake. Probably the mistake because he can eventually start hurting DDTs. But it's not really an effective strategy. And the Golden Justice is not the right answer. Not at all. Okay, with a lot more micro involved. It's going a smidge better. We're actually popping some balloons here. We've got to use this guy and this guy to hit everything. Clearly, though, it's still not amazing. Not amazing at all. We're going to try something a little wild here. We're going to rely on these X shots right here. And to make that happen, we have to give ourselves all the cam detection to pop all these things really quickly. I have to put this guy on close for some reason so he can pop the LEDs. And then we're going to have to use the X shots slowly over time. Like this. Boom, boom, boom. And like, it almost worked. It just wasn't quite there. Holy crap, it's kind of working. Holy crap, it's kind of working. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. 95. Unbelievably. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, click. Oh my god, that one DDT just survived for a really long time for no reason. But I think we freaking did it, baby! Yes! Alright. Desperado! Not exactly ideal here, but definitely not horrific. We definitely have to use our abilities quite often here to be effective, though. Like, quite often. Oh my god, there's more trying to sneak through. Oh, 96 has been quite the painful bout here. I'm going to try to use a couple of these X's, but not all of them. I'd like to save some of them for round 97. That's going to get us to another bounty hunter, though. Still a little sketched out here. I gotta beef up my Blazing Sun quite often. Believe it or not, even when I beef him up, though, he only loses one Nomad, which is kind of ridiculous. All right, slow and steady. Doesn't always win the race, but in this situation, I think it will. I think it will. Especially with a Shotgun Monkey here ready to go. I'm not sure if it would be ideal for me to like change to more shotguns in the bottom or something like that. Really have no idea, but I would really like to have all of my abilities ready to go for round 98. Because that is probably the beefiest round, possibly the toughest round for us. I think both 98, 99, and 100 are all going to be ridiculously tough. They're all different. They're all difficult in different ways. 97, though, goes really easy. Reinforced Bloons, no big deal. 98, though, holy crap. So we're going to put him on strong, believe it or not. That sounds a little goofy. I'm going to use all of my X thingies, by the way. I'm going to use them all for right now. Slowly let it happen. More X thingies. More X thingies. That's pretty good against the big Bloons. And back to first for you, good sir. All right. So there's going to be a lot of Bloons we got to take down here. It's going to have to be a slow... It's going to be a slobber knock. We're slobber knocking all day. I'm gonna beef some of these guys up too, just because I really don't need to go crazy here. Here we go. Another bounty hunter is up. I'm gonna go for another bounty on these puppies. The Bloons are getting very far here. If once they get past this Shotgun Monkey, things start to go a lot worse. You don't realize how much random crazy amounts of damage he's doing. All right, power him up again. I'd like to have a good amount of these abilities ready for 99, but I think I've got to try to push it here. All right, we're going to try to use no more X's, though. I don't want to use them. I want to save them for 99. We're going to need them for the DDTs, I think. Looks pretty good, though. Shotgun Monkey coming in real strong. Phantom Desert, beautiful. All right, right from the get-go, we're going to power him up. I don't want to screw this up, so I'm going to power them up, and power them up. I'm going to go for a slow grind of X's. Slow grind, get them all taken care of, and there we go. DDTs are done. If you do it right, you can make anything happen. Round 100 to finish off this crazy Chimps challenge. Does this do anything, by the way? Does this make me do any more damage? I don't know. Actually, this is going quite well so far. I'm actually kind of impressed. These guys do crazy amounts of damage to a bad balloon. They're really good against the bad. I think that's the most impressive thing. All right, we're just going to use some of our X's here. Boom, 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 boom. Finish it off. Power everybody up. Game over. We've done it, my friends. Chimps with only Desperado. Obviously, if you guys want to be absolutely amazing, you can do a couple things for him. First, you can press that like button. Second, you can subscribe. And lastly, by the way, check this out. 1 million pops for this thing. That's awesome. I don't talk about how impactful it is for you guys to use this code, but it really is a large portion of my income lately. That's why I slam it down your guys' throats. So, like, if you want to support me at all, even if you don't plan on buying anything, just having it in here just in case means it is, like, seriously, really meaningful. So, you can get to it by going to the shop, or you can just go to the settings and click this button right down here. Either way, I just want to say thank you guys again. Like, seriously, I really wish I could, like, reach out to you guys and give you something more amazing than we currently have, that I currently can give. But for now, I can give you a solid thank you and just say I appreciate all of you for all that you've done for me. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed this Chimps-tastic video.